It's Yvonne Radley from Big Me Up Media and the Big Me Up Media 30-day challenge. Today we are talking Twitter. Now, I am a big fan of Twitter. All my clients know that my coaching guys, that I love Twitter. I'm always getting them to go on it. Some of them don't get it. Some of them are just getting it. And when I say that, I've picked up a couple of customers using Twitter. And just this week I got one. You can see why it can be so valuable. It is a bit of an unsung hero. And there's lots of tricks to getting on with Twitter. Some of them I'm going to share with you today. So one of the main things that you need to do is link your Facebook account to your Twitter account, not the other way around, which is usually what they try and get you to do. Because you want to be putting on about 3 Facebook posts a day. Twitter is a lot more. You need to be doing it really every 2 to 3 hours. And some people are even more prolific than that. So you don't want your Facebook post littered with stuff, happening every couple of hours. So Twitter is all about the conversation. Facebook is where you go to shout about things that you do or have done or are doing, and it's a lot of noise on Facebook. Twitter is where you go to listen. It's a bit like a cocktail party, I always say. You can use the search bar to join in conversations and eventually position yourself as the expert. I'm just going to go out of this for 1 second and show you my screen, show you what I mean. So this is me on Twitter, and you can see the background is my orange colour. This is my blurb, and this is what you should have on yours as well. You have your username here at the top, and at the bottom you want your website link. Make sure you have a link, so it's just 1 click away from finding you. And then keep this nice and short and sweet. So I'm the founder of Big Me Up Media, helping fit pros get famous in their town. Imagine if I could do the same for you. What changes would that bring? Asking a question and raising an emotion in somebody is a great way of getting them to connect to you straight away. They'll look at your profile and everybody reads the little bit of blurb. And if you can raise a spark there, then that's half the battle. So I just wanted to have a little look at Facebook and show you a couple of things. So up here in the search bar, if you were to search for, and everybody uses hashtags to filter things out. So if you do hashtag fitness, just makes it a lot easier when you're searching, especially on Twitter. And this, if you click here, look where it says all, then you're going to get all of the tweets that have just happened recently. See, just 16 seconds ago, 18 seconds ago. And these are people that are talking primarily about health and fitness. So you can scroll down and very quickly, there's lots of conversations going on about fitness. So you can join in. And when you feel comfortable and you get to know these people, you can start chipping in with your expert knowledge, especially if you've got quite an unusual niche. So you could, if you see something that you like, you can retweet it just by hitting on the button, or you can reply to people and join in the conversation. Okay. Let's have a look for back pain. So you can search for anything, and this is what you want to do when you go on here, is just have a little look around for things in your niche. Again, click all. If people are talking about pain and you're an expert, go on and help them. It might lead to a potential client. You're going to have other experts in your field talking. It's a great way of networking, and you can, mix with your peers basically and join in conversations with them. I mean, there's sometimes, you get celebrities on here talking as well. And so people are very accessible on Twitter. It's brilliant. Also, I'll show you quickly lists. So up here in the little settings, you can see here lists. And you can create lists, again, to help you with this filter. So I have some of my mentees, media, bloggers, internet marketers, fitness specialists, news. So let's go on news and I'll show you what I mean. So here, look, I can go on here and very quickly see what people are talking about in the news. These are my other lists. I follow fellow instructors. And so if I see something interesting there, I can retweet it. Or I might want to reply. So lists are very good on Twitter. And the search bar is invaluable. So let's go back to this, and the blurb, of course, you need your blurb in there. Let's go back to the main presentation. So there I was just saying that Twitter is all about the conversation. As I said before, Facebook is where you go to shout. Twitter's where you go to listen. Use that search bar to join in conversations and position yourself as the expert. And you've got your blurb, of course, to talk about who you are. So you need to build up a fan base, and to do that, you need to follow 5 people every day, and you'll soon start picking up followers. Now, you can follow journalists. So that could be journalists for magazines that you like or you'd like to be featured in. Because imagine if you could talk to journalists, national journalists, that write for, say, I don't know, Men's Health. They're all on there, so you can join in their conversations. You can retweet their interesting articles. And local journalists as well. Don't just think in terms of national. Follow the local guys, the local TV companies, see what kind of stories and health stories and fitness stories that they cover so that you know what to pitch to them. You can also follow clients, your potential clients, other people in your industry and local companies, so that if ever you want to do joint ventures, it's a really good idea to follow people who live and work in your vicinity. So if you run a boot camp or health and fitness sessions, hairdressers are great because you might do some kind of makeover package. Spa days, so linking with a local spa, beauticians, photographers, wedding hire companies, bridal gown shops, that kind of thing. So follow, florists, of course. Anybody that's dealing with, women getting ready for a wedding, there is a potential JV there. So Facebook even helps you to follow people, because at the side it will highlight people that are in the same kind of field that people that you've been following, and you can just easily click on these follow buttons here. Other uses for Twitter is obviously networking, like we were just talking about. There's also a great search called Journo Request, where the national journalists put requests, and you can have a look at that feed. Also PR Request, and bloggers in your industry. It's great if you can get your blog post on their blog post, because that opens you up to a whole new audience. Hashtags help you follow a particular event or to search out a particular industry, like we just did with fitness. It's also great, of course, for Twitter pics, especially if you use Instagram. And of course, nowadays, you can now do ads for small businesses. So your task for today is to follow 5 people every day from now on, including journalists, and to write your blurb so that when people come across your Twitter profile, they immediately know what you're all about and connect with you. This is Yvonne Radley for Big Me Up Media 30-Day Challenge.